What up again, Cowboys Nation? Is that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming at you with another one. Last bit of notes I wanted to talk about today because, I just wanted to talk a lot today for some reason. One, I wanted to note former Dallas Cowboy wide receiver Terrance Williams is now going to be playing for the Indoor Football League with the Massachusetts Pirates. Congratulations to him, because we know after the 2016 and Tony Romo not throwing passes to him, he kind of sputtered off and disappeared. He wasn't ever basically heard from again after the Cowboys. He had some off the field issues before that and during, and I'm not really sure how those cases pinned it out, but it's nice to see that he's giving football another try after all these years. The Indoor Football League was created in 2018 or 2008 out of a merger between the Intense Football League and the United Indoor Football. It has 12 teams and a 14-game schedule. So if you're looking for another place to look at football, even though, some of these other leagues didn't exactly pan out, even though they were still quite a good look at some of the players that may not have made it, give it a shot. You never know. As we know, some NFL guys now are starting only because of the XFL and the other God, I can't remember the other football federation that had to shut down during the pandemic. A lot of teams were coming out of those two leagues and have latched on to some football teams now because they had a little bit left in the tank and showed teams that maybe you'll take a flyer on them. So you never know. Next up in more draft news, it is coming out that the Cowboys met with former University of Texas quarterback Sam Ehlinger, a passable day 3, rounds 4 through 7 quarterback pick for depth purposes behind Dak. We have seen some mocks that have had Ehlinger on it. I think in the 4th or 5th round, I do believe I've seen a lot of them being mocked. So it's not like it's a revelation that they've talked to him, but it's just something to look at. I know the guy has definitely been on the radar for a lot of mock drafts. He's not the worst. I think it could be good in a good system. He's 6'3", 225. He completed 62.5% of his passes, 94 touchdowns, 27 interceptions. He's 4-0 in bowl games. That's pretty good when you can be undefeated in bowl games. He played 10 games last season. He had 26 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. He finished out with a record of 7-3, which is not bad at all. And he won over Colorado 55-20 in the Alamo Bowl. He has the Texas roots. So they've definitely had their scouts in the area looking at him. So it's not out of the question that they might look at him and, probably pick him up in day 3. But you never know. A lot of teams are quarterback needy, but farther down in the draft, around 4th round, like where we got Dak, not a lot of teams may be looking anymore. So they may just take a flyer on him. But that's just my thoughts on that. There's going to be a lot more speculation in the next week as we get closer to the draft. And we'll just have to see where we end up. I, for one, can't wait. Excuse me. Whew. Getting tired. And we'll just have to find out what's going to happen in real time. Till then, if anything else comes out, we'll talk about it. Last bit of news, real quick. If anybody's wondering, Over the Cap has the Cowboys sitting at $7.5 million left in cap space to spend. That is a lot of reasoning why the Cowboys aren't just pulling the trigger on every free agent that's coming out, is because we literally cannot afford it. we start giving around all these people 1 year, $2 million deals and stuff like that, that money's going to go quick. Now, I know some are doing the strategy of voidable years, but for the Cowboys, that's not how they work. They're going to do a lot of these penny pinching budget contracts. And if you look good and play well, when the salary cap goes back up next offseason, you may get a long-term contract. That's all you can hope for right now as a player. And that's all you can do right now, really. But in any other news come up, we'll talk about it. Till then, his VA Dallas Cowboy fan, out again.